Hola amigo loco, it's review time, which means I was the top scorer again, and I've got a nice little surprise in store for you tonight because I went through my phone book and got all my best celeb pals on board to sponsor each and every one of you depending on your performance this week. So let's get rock and roll and see who's sponsoring who. So first tie up was Bukkake Jackies versus Gabe's Babes. So for my sponsor, I thought I'd get my main man in, Buster. Oh, and he's only there, he's came with Tiesto, and he's dropping a bit of catch them by surprise because, lads, I've caught you all by surprise this last 5 weeks. You thought I was doing real gash, but it was all a ploy to catch you by surprise and slaying you one by one by one by one by one. And it's like, I'm literally taking over the show. So Buster said he would come down and just drop one of his best tracks to sum up my recent performance. What a tune. Come on! Oh, Buster! Cheers for that little sponsor, old bean. And I was up against Gabe's Babes, and who sponsored him? Oh, my old pals, the Vapors from university. Oh, I was in halls with the Vapors. These are good lads. They thought they'd drop a line, drop us down. Said, Gabe, how you doing, old bean? Anyway. Oh, cheers, lads. That's really nice of you. Gabe will appreciate that. But looking at our lineup, Gabe, there was no chance you were winning this week. When I'm looking at it, I don't know if any is new, but we did have a little side bet on for 3 weeks leading up. It was basically a running task and who could be the least fattest in them 3 weeks. And believe it or not, I won. Gabe was slightly more fatter than me in them 3 weeks, which meant I could bench 2 of his players. I benched Sanchez and Sigurdsson. Didn't really work out because instead of Sanchez, he ended up having bloody old Mackham and Darlow guy, Marco Gabbiadini, who went and scored 2 goals against the Mackhams. And instead of Pogba, I took Sigurdsson out. Pogba scored more than Sigurdsson, so it was literally a clash of horns. Man versus man. Which man could be the hardest? Bukkake Jackies or Gabe's Babes? And Bukkake Jackies tore a new one and won. So that's pretty much summed it up. I went to footy on Monday night, thought my 2 City players would sort it all out. Jesus somehow pulled his middle leg. He went off after 1 minute. Kolarov, who Tupac said would never, ever score any points, won us the match. So, Gabe, hard cheese or being you need to stop your sliding because 2 weeks in a row now, confidence must be real low. So next matchup was STP's Steve the Pervs versus Timmy Tentoes, Noel Edmonds Shell Farce. This week's sponsor I've got in, it's a bit of sexual for you, STP, because, hold on, you still owe all of us a music video from this, am I right?
You got that thing that I've been looking for.
Yes, you do, old bean. So why don't you get your finger out of that anus of yours and get filming a music video? But looking at the bigger picture here, none of us saw you winning a game for the rest of the season. So God knows how you've managed to score 111 points. Although, for granted, you were literally playing bottom of the league. So, you know, your usual scorers, Gareth McCauley, although he never even scored a goal, it was Johnny Evans, and Ibra pretty much done it for you. A lot of average performances apart from that. Like, Lanzini done well for you, in fairness. But apart from that, it was just the fact that Tin was so bad. But talking about Tin, you know, we've got to give him his due. I've went and got one of the, I was racking my brains, couldn't think of anyone. So I looked through Tin's phone book, and his old mate, Gaza, was in town. Cheers, Gaz. Although Gaz said he's only got a minute on the phone because something about his allowance on the call a day or something. Don't know what the hell he was on about. But anyway, Gaza said he would sponsor Tin this week, and he's disappointed. He said it's one of the most disgusting things he's ever seen in his whole lifetime, Tin's performances. And he said there's just so much gash in his team. Just like really poor performances. Cahill, Barkley, Antonio, Iwobi. What the hell's Iwobi doing in your team? He's like the Togga bicycle. Everyone's had a piece of Iwobi and everyone realises gash. Tin, why do you think you're going to get any better out of Iwobi? Fix up, look sharp or being and get bloody rid. Christ almighty. Anyway, that pretty much, the less we say about that tie, the better. Steve the Perv beat Tin by 111.25 to 99.5. I think from now on, anyone who doesn't reach 100 points should be severely punished by Medi's Gaza himself. I don't know, just putting it out there. But the next tie up was Tupac versus Colo. Oh, Tupac, I got one of my main men on this. You will love who's asked to sponsor you this week. It's only bloody Ultra Beat featuring Scott Brown. I'll tell you why these have asked to sponsor you. Because the song is I Go Crazy, and you must be going crazy that you are second in the league with such a rubbish team. I can't fathom it. It doesn't make sense. Have you seen how bad your team is, mate? It's like you've got Grant in net. Clichy's getting you no points. Wilfred Zaha minus points. It's literally mind-boggling, but you're still winning the games. So, literally, hats off to you, pet. I don't know how you're doing it, but Ultra Beat no. But anyway, your team, you did well with your subs and team selection because you've got minus points on your bench. You've got two guys who didn't play on your bench. So I think you utilised your squad really well. But looking at it, I mean, anyone could have beat Colo this week. He got 58 points. 5-8. I mean, I thought there was only Tin and you yourself, Tupac, who could stoop to them types of low figures. But lo and behold, Colo, who's sung himself. I tell you what, I thought we'd have an upbeat one for Colo this week. Your sponsor is Labyrinth. Because we haven't heard from you, but want to know you're okay, Colo. We just want you to express yourself, pet. Express yourself. Because look, you can't be getting 58 points. You used to be good at the Togga, mate. I'm looking at this now, and you are literally falling and falling and falling. In fact, I should have got Alicia Keys to sponsor you because it just doesn't make any sense. Your normal performers, Kyle Walker, Margie Alonso, they didn't even get 10 points between them this week. Anyway, that is it. I'm sick of dancing. I'm dead hot. I'm sorry it's late. But to sum it all up, Tupac beat Colo, I beat Gabe, and STP beat Tin. All the best for next week, boys, because I am just going to keep on chopping you all up. Arrivederci!